You are living a lie. The whole financial system, everything you've been told about money, earning, and wealth are not just misconceptions, but deliberately created myths that keep you in poverty. Look around you. Most people work all their lives, live from paycheck to paycheck, and in the end, nothing changes. They believe in rules invented by the system that keeps them from becoming rich. But rich people live by different rules. And today, you will learn the truth that has been kept from you. You've been led to believe that you have to work hard to get rich. You should save, not invest. Debt is bad, and hundreds of other myths. And it's because of these misconceptions that you stay where you are. But this video will change everything. If you watch it to the end, you'll never look at money the same way again. I'm going to show you 10 financial myths that keep you from getting rich. Warning: after this video, you will have no more excuses. Either you will take action or you will continue to live by false rules and lose years. Ready to learn the truth that's been hidden from most people? Then get ready, because now I'm about to bust the myths that have kept you in financial slavery. The first myth is, you have to work harder to get rich. This is the biggest lie that 90% of people believe. We've been told since we were work harder and you will become rich. But if that were true, why don't the richest people work for someone else? Why do millions of people work hours a day and remain poor? Work hard and become rich. The rich work smart. They realize that the most important thing is not to sell their time for money, but to create assets. While the poor spend their entire lives trading hours for paychecks, the rich create systems that work for them. No matter how much you work, you will always have an income ceiling. You can increase your paycheck, but you'll never get out of the system unless you start making the money work for you. Look at the real world. The people who make millions don't work harder than you do. They just work differently. They invest, they build businesses, they use leverage. They create sources of income that don't require their full-time time. Stop thinking that wealth comes only through hard work. Start thinking about how to create sources of passive income. Liam, how to invest, create assets, and time. Assistant, remember, the rich don't work harder. They make money work for them. The second myth, you have to save up money to get rich. You have been told since you were a child. Save money, save up, and one day you will be rich. But if that were true, all those who save would be swimming in luxury by now. Now look around you. How many people save all their lives and still remain poor? The truth is that saving money is the slowest and most inefficient path to wealth. Why? Inflation eats up your money. Your $10,000 can buy a lot less today than 10 years ago. In 10 years, their value will be even lower. If you just sell money, you lose it over time. Money should be working, not lying around. Imagine you plant seeds, but you never water them. They just lie in the ground, but they don't grow. It's the same with money. If you don't invest it, it brings nothing. The rich don't save, they invest. They invest in businesses, stocks, real estate, cryptocurrency, startups. Anything that can bring them passive income. They understand. Money should bring ever more money. What to do? Stop being afraid to invest. Money that's just sitting around dead money. Start learning about investing and put your money to work. Remember, the rich don't hoard money, they make it grow. The third myth, debt is always a bad thing. Since childhood, we have been taught, never take out loans. Debts are the way overdy. It is better to live on your own. But if this were true, why do the richest people in the world use credit and loans to become even richer? The poor are afraid of debt. The rich use them as a tool. Not all debt is bad. There are two types of debt. Bans as one's ace on. Knows inge of ain you money. Hey, only take it away. Good debt is when you borrow money to invest and grow your capital. For example, a mortgage on a property that brings in rent, or a loan on business that makes a profit. Why do the rich use credit? They do not spend their own money, but use the bank's money. Thai allows them to invest without the risk of spending all of their own money. They use borrowed money to earn more. Instead of saving up for 2 ARs for an apartment, they take out a mortgage and immediately stay earning passive income. What to do? Stop being afraid of debt, but use it correctly. Never take out a loan for things that don't make money. If you want to use borrowed funds, let them work for 0.000. Remember, the poor work for money and the rich use other people's money to get even rich. Fourth myth, higher education brings wealth. How many times have you been told, study hard, go to university, get a degree, and you'll be successful? But look around you. How many people with degrees are barely making ends meet? Fact, university is no guarantee of wealth. The richest people in the world, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, dropped out of university to become billionaires. Why? Because they realized that in the real world, money is not earned according to school education is important, but it shouldn't limit you. If you just follow a system that teaches you to work for someone, you will always be dependent on a paycheck. Rich people learn on their own. They learn finance, investments, business, the skills that really make them rich. The truth that is being hidden. School and university don't teach you how to make money. They teach you how to be a good worker, not a business owner. You can become rich without a degree, but not without an education. What matters is knowledge about money, not a crust from university. The best education is real experience. Rich people learn from TSAT Mater whether you have a degree or not. The main thing is what skills you acquire. Study investments, finance, business, and the psychology of money. This is the education that will make you rich. Remember, a degree doesn't make you rich. A financial mindset does. Fifth myth, the rich are just lucky. How many times have you heard, he was lucky? He was born into a rich family. He had connections. It's a lie. It's an excuse people make up to avoid admitting their own mistakes. Look at the billionaires who have escaped poverty. Elon Musk slept in an office, worked 100 hours a week creating SpaceX and Tesla. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage and was killed openly. He St. Binkite Medalind went through violence before. It's not luck. It is the right mindset, courage, and willingness to G against the system. The rich don't wait for a chance. They create facts that prove that luck is a myth. 80% of millionaires are self-made. They did not inherit wealth, they created. We've all had failures. The only difference is that the rich don't give up and the poor do. What to do? Stop looking for excuses. Start looking for opportunities. Forget luck. Start creating your future yourself. Remember, the rich don't wait for luck. They create their success with their own hands. Assistant, the sixth myth. Investing is too hard. Lost people think, investing is only for the rich. I need a lot of money to get started. I know too little to figure it out. Yo, the ram that's being kept you. The longer you put off of eating, Why is this a myth? You can start with as little as $1. Today, there are platforms. The rich get rich because they invest. They know that just working, and the sooner you start, the sooner the money will start working for you. Investing is not magic, it's math. Compound interest will do the job if you start now. Look at the numbers. If you invest $5 a day from age 18, by age 65, you'll have over $1 million at the average stock market return. If you start 30, you'll already have almost half as much. If you start at 40, you're going to miss out on a lot of your capital-rich people know this secret. They invest not because they are already rich, but because they want to become even richer. What to do? Remember, money that doesn't work dies. Put your money in play, and it'll start to grow. The seventh myth. Money is evil. You've been told since you were a kid. Money spoils people. The rich are greedy. Real happiness isn't about money. But let's get this straight. Who exactly is saying this? The poor. Because it is more convenient for them to justify their poverty than to change their thinking facts that shatter this myth. The rich don't become evil. They become free. They have a choice: where to live, what to do, how to help others. Money gives you opportunities. You can help your relatives, travel, invest in yourself. Do you love? The most generous people are rich people. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk. They all give billions to charity. The truth is that money doesn't make people bad. It just enhances what is already inside vous. Vous are a generous person. With money, vous can do even more good. If you're selfish, money will just show it. What to do? Stop seeing money as evil. Start seeing it as an instrument of freedom. Don't fear wealth, but strive for it. Remember, money is not evil. It's a choice. Either you control money or it controls you. The eighth myth: to earn more, you have to save more. You've probably been told, if you want to become rich, spend less. Save on coffee, unplug subscriptions, live frugally. But be honest, can you become a millionaire just by saving money on your... It's a lie that makes people poor. Saving money won't make you rich. It will just slow you down on the road to bankruptcy. Rich people have a different approach. They don't think about how to save $5. They think about how to make $500,000. It's not how much you save that matters. It's how much you earn and where you invest your money. How the poor and the rich think. The rich think, how can I make more money? Saving won't increase your income, but investments, business skills, and opportunities. What to do? Stop focusing on saving pennies. Start thinking about how to earn more and make money work for you. Remember, the rich don't save themselves to riches. They invest and build assets. Ninth myth: the most important thing is a stable job. You have been told since childhood, find a stable job and you'll be fine. The main thing is reliability. One day you'll retire and live, but do you really believe that working for 40 years will suddenly make you free? It's a trap that millions of people spend their entire lives in. Stability is an illusion. Companies go bankrupt, markets collapse, technology replaces people. You don't have control over your job, but you do have control over your skills and finance. Work makes you dependent. You depend on your employer. We can fire you at any time. The wealthy create their own sources of income rather than working by other people's rules. Look at the world. The most successful people don't work for a paycheck. They build businesses, invest, create sources of passive income. They know that financial freedom is not about working, but about owning assets. What to do? Use your job as a temporary tool, but not as a life goal. Start building something of your own. A business, investments, projects that will give you freedom. Remember, a stable job is a fairy tale. The only stability is your ability to create money. The 10th myth: money doesn't bring happiness. You've heard it hundreds of times. Rich people are miserable. It's better to be Bert's A who say not bought more oyen, the rich or the poor. Fact: money does not guarantee happiness, but its absence guarantees poor people have tremendous stress. Bills, debts, loans, unpaid medical care. Poverty kills dreams. People are forced to spend lives surviving instead of doing what they love. Money gives freedom. It allows you to live a stress-free life, to travel, to help your family, to study, to turn ideas into reality. Ask yourself, if you urgently need money for medical treatment or to help a loved one, what is more important? Money or just happiness? What do the rich do? They realize that money gives you opportunities. It's not just paper. It's a resource that allows you to live the life you want. They are not afraid to make money. They are not afraid to increase their income. They know money is not evil. It is power. What to do? Stop being afraid of money. Love money as an instrument of freedom. The more money you have, the more opportunities you have to make the world a better place. Suarantes uni apani sloan does not make you happy, but is absence. Right now you're standing on the edge of two worlds. One is your old life, a life where you believed in these myths, lived by other people's rules, were afraid of money, put off your dreams and waited for a miracle. The other is a life where you see the truth, where you take control, where you stop playing by other people's rules and start creating your own reality. You can't pretend anymore. You can't make excuses anymore. Now you have a choice. Stay in the system, continue to believe in myths and live like everyone else. Or take responsibility, rewrite your destiny, and become one who is controlled by the money. The world doesn't change on its own. It is changed by those who are no afraid to break the old rule. If you're reading this, it means you've already started your journey. It means you are no longer the same person you were before. You go aton de la oil odo wand and real your own. Mat ho chan flo 11 air normant. Lave you with the words. People think within limits, but he who realizes that there are no limits becomes the master of his destiny. Napoleon Hill.